The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
It's a Triple Cross podcast. If you guys just got a text and you're like, what's this? You're giving stuff away? Yes, we're giving stuff away. We're giving away $25 gift cards. That's how this show works. We give away $25 gift cards. We'll give away, I don't know. We don't do it on YouTube anymore, so I just decide. I'm going to decide at the end. If you guys are a fun chat, if you make me laugh, if you make me cry, if you make me feel something on the inside, then we'll give away more gift cards. But you do have to sign in to playback, create an account, and you have to join our room so that you can win things and stuff. Casey, got a little Wednesday hoops. How you feeling? You feeling the Wednesday hoops? You liking it?
I'm feeling good. Guys, remember, once you make that account, you want to join the room too. That way we can see you. Yeah.
Join the community. Yes.
I'm excited for Wednesday hoops. I'm excited to see who tickles John's pickle. Who makes John feel something on the inside. John hasn't felt something on the inside since his college years. So,
I mean, I've been dead on the inside for a long time now. All right, let's kick this thing off. I want to start out with just, some stuff from the internet, NBA stuff from the internet. Let's talk about this week. Let's react to some of the most viral posts about NBA big men.
I can't wait, John. I love my big men.
The internet of the viral posts of the big men. Casey does like himself some big men. All right, here we go. First up, we got Julius Randle. Julius Randle, in my opinion, is pretty much pointless. Like, I don't think that the Knicks are benefiting from this guy at all. And he's proven me right through 6 games. Now they've had 7 games, but like through 6 games, he has the worst field goal percentage that the NBA has ever seen since 1959. This feels like one of those cherry pick stats. Like, well, on a full moon in the month of March, when, the day has a L in it, this guy is really good. Like, but it's kind of cherry picked, but like, it's significant. 1959. Like, it's not a math pod, but that's a lot of years ago. That's like 64 years ago.
That was like the A form of shooting, was like the staggered foot, kind of jump off of one a little bit more than the other.
Yeah.
How maybe like a prepubescent girl might throw the ball.
Dudes were shooting free throws underhand the last time somebody shot this bad in the NBA.
So what you're saying is Julius Randle is a pathetic loser.
Yeah, Julius Randle's pointless. And a lot of it, dude, is like, if you look up just Julius Randle's lowlights, it's a lot of just like turnaround jumpers from 15 feet away. Like, teams know what to do with this guy now. Force him into the mid-range, and then he'll take them. They're like, he's taking the shots the other team wants him to take. Like, when you're a defender and you're like, hey, I can't give this guy what he wants. I can't let him get to his spot. I got to force him over here. That's what they do to Julius Randle. They force him over here, and he's like, hell yeah, you brought me to my spot. And then he misses it. He bricks it like a D-bag. Gateway to Beauty 2 on this comment section says there are still 76 games to change that. Yeah, look, hey, it's not fun to create NBA content if you're going to be like, hey, just chill. Everybody be very reasonable. Come on.
Also, in recent news, Gateway to Beauty 2 can do first grade arithmetic. So congratulations.
Great job. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have got that. I'd have been like, yep. I mean, I think there's only like the 40 games left. The 1959 thing was really hard for me.
The season's halfway over. I mean, I'm panicking over here.
Yeah, let me grab the Julius Randle stats before we wrap up this Julius thing, because honestly, I think I already made some content about this. I'm not a Julius guy, and I don't think Knicks fans are Julius guys either. In his last 3 games, so he did turn it around a little bit, but in his last 3 games, he's shot like 55. He's shot 50. He's 56 shots, and he's made 17 of them. That's not good. And that's with like a better game most recently. Like these first 6 were really bad, and then he had like a better game. He's still 17 of 56. And he's taken so many damn shots. Field goals. He's attempting like 6 to 9 free throws a night, or 3-pointers a night, but his field goals, he's attempting like 20, 21, 15 field goals a night, right? Like, some of those are layups, but I mean, a lot of them are just like, let me pull up and bank it in from 12 feet away, except for I won't bank it in, I'll bank it out.
That's not his game. That's not
No.
his game. You know me, John. I like my bigs to be bigs, and I like my smalls to be smalls.
I hear you. All right,
Except
that's
for Jokic. Jokic is the exception to everything.
you like your big to be small with like Jokic?
Well, I mean, Jokic is still just a better passer. He's a good distributor, but I mean, he's not like pulling up from like 5 feet beyond the arc and tossing up 10 of those a game or anything. So, I mean, he reins it
Yeah,
in well.
I hear you. Okay. Bottom line, Knicks, Julius Randle, it's not working. Knicks got to move on from him, and I don't really see a home for him. You know what? You know where Julius Randle would be perfect? Send him to Washington with Kyle Kuzma and Jordan
Europe.
Poole, and let them all fight over shots. Europe would be great, but send him to Washington. There's no passing on that team. They're already just all taking ridiculous shots. Like Julius Randle's like, yeah, just come here and take ridiculous shots with the rest of us. They're stealing the ball from their own teammates. Like that's where Julius Randle needs to be.
Then mid-season trade, they also get James Harden.
Yeah, and then everybody's chucking. Well,
after the Clips season falls apart, like I already predicted, they'll trade him.
In that, James Harden gets no shots up in that game. He's like, "Oh, I pass sometimes, and you can't. If you pass on this team, good. That ball is not coming back. That ball's going up if you pass
off the rip, John. Who's your starting 5 ball hog lineup in the current NBA?
Starting 5 ball hog lineup. I mean, those 3 I just said, I like them. You know, Jordan Poole, chucker, Julius Randle, chucker. I like Trae Young at the point guard. Just, chucker.
Yeah.
He distributes a little bit, but like
he might not even go past half court.
Lots of chucking. Yeah. He doesn't care if someone's in his face, nothing. He's like, 33 feet. I shoot like 15% from 33 feet away. So that's a viable shot for me. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think those 4 and I don't know, someone else. It's gotta be someone else. I already got my big man in Julius Randle. I don't know. That's a tough one off the rip. You got anyone else for me?
Oh no, I default to your point of view on that one. You know better than I do. Once I see a guy ball hogging, I'm out. I can't even watch that game anymore. That's tough.
I hear you.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
Unless he's killing it. If he's sinking everything, I'm like, hell yeah, let's keep it going. Don't even like the other guys just sit down. Everybody be a rebounder automatically.
Yeah.
Dame
I don't know.
Dame controversial.
Dwight, some people say Dwight Howard. I mean, look, if I can get former players, then I'll take Dwight Howard in my ball hog all time starting 5. Dame definitely a chucker, but like I think Trae Young is the better bad version of Dame. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Like he represents the core of the worst part of Dame much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough of Julius Randle. Knicks, move on from him. NBA, move on from him. I'm done with Julius Randle, just period. If I never had to watch him play basketball again, I'd be okay. Yeah, get out of here. All right, dude. I don't know if you saw this, but like Wemby managed to get like a steal and a block and a rebound all in. I don't know how he did it, but
that's normal, right? Because he's like a really seasoned veteran, right? Like he knows his way around the court.
Yeah,
He's been playing for
his way around the court.
Decades in the league.
He
right?
definitely knows his way around the court because he can reach across the entire thing. He can stand on one side.
What game? Do you know what game this is? Game 4, game 5 for him in his career. What is this?
Something. This got to be game 5. I'm guessing. Got game 6 maybe. So OG Anunoby, your boy. Casey's man here, OG Anunoby, trying to take Wemby to the rack. He's like, hey, I'll show you what, little boy. I'll show you what, young man. Here's the ball. Just gave it to him.
Oh my
Goes
God.
up. Wemby. Dude, with that angle, like, let's watch this again.
Bro,
from this angle, it looks like a normal block, kinda. Not that normal, but like maybe he lost the ball. He just
oh my God, he big brothers the shit out of him.
Anunoby didn't even know what happened. Watch his face after. Watch him look around a little bit. He's like, wait, so where's the ball?
OG Anunoby is a massive human being. He's like
big.
A kid. He looks like a child. Looks like he's playing with a kid.
Well, he's doing the thing everybody said you'd be able to do with Wemby. Like, oh, you can just body him up. He's skinny. Wemby's like, yeah, but I'm long, man. Like, you can body me up a lot. I'll reach over the top of you anyway.
They're going to have to bring back the, sky hook mechanics just to get around that.
He might be able to get a sky hook. Like, you sky hook that thing up there.
He pretty much tried to. He went all the way around. I didn't realize until watching it the 5th time how much he does try to get around him, really intentionally going super wide.
He knows he's there. Yeah, he knows he's there. He tries to create space with the body.
He's noticeable.
Tries to create space with the body, tries to go around. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's bad. So valid question here from Yang Mac 10 on Instagram. Block or steal?
Bro. Can you get both? No, you can't have both.
No, it's either a block and a rebound, because if it's a shot, then it's a block and
Right.
it's a rebound. Or
Sure.
it's a steal. So I mean, I was a little misleading with like kind of the intro of this, where it's like I got all three in one. But I mean, if there's ever a play where we should just be like, "Yup, you get all of them," this is it.
I I don't know that the ball ever actually leaves OG's fingertips. So I think I'm
No.
in steal. I'm in the steal camp, I think. I don't think this is a shot. How can you call that a shot? It
Yeah,
never.
is it a shot if it doesn't leave your hand? That's a
I mean, he
great
goes
question.
up,
This seems
but
like a rule I should know, but I don't think we've ever had to answer that question before in the NBA. Like, when is it a shot? Like, I mean, usually it just leaves somebody's hand before it ever gets blocked.
what
So
would have
it's the
happened
first time
if
this has happened.
Wemby does the same thing, but OG comes back down with the ball? Did he just travel?
If
You know
OG
what I
comes
mean?
back
Like,
down
cause
with the ball, it's a jump ball.
they kind of like simultaneously possess it. I'm saying just OG comes down with it.
Yeah, that's a jump ball.
Really?
Yes.
He wouldn't just have possession there?
No, that's actually kind of a common occurrence. So you go up
All
and
right.
somebody blocks it while it's still in your hand, and you come back down with it. It's either a block or a jump ball, or like it's so if it was a
Okay.
clean block and it didn't leave your hand, that's a jump ball,
But this
which
might
would
be the
make this
first
a
time
steal.
where, yeah, I think this is obviously a steal then, yeah. Because
Yeah,
he goes
I
up
mean,
for sure. And he never shoots it. I mean, he intended to shoot it. He fired a blank. OG Ananobi fires blanks. Cut that. That's the
OG.
title.
That's the clip. OG Ananobi fires blanks. Yeah, Wemby gets the baddest ass steal of all time. I think he's definitely got that title at this point.
Hey, you know what's instantly recognizable? Is when our chat starts heating up, John. By the way, guys, if you haven't joined us for a live shooting of one of our episodes, you have to, because the chat makes it, I mean, 10 times better.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of comedians there in the chat.
All right, we got last thing in this in the inner on the from the interwebs. Actually, just give
Brow.
me a second on this. Last thing from the interwebs. So yeah, Anthony Davis in Cat Towns secretly Burton Ernie. I guess I did not never seen this before. This has maybe made the circuit before, but this is them in their rookie year. So rookie Anthony Davis and young Karl-Anthony Towns were Burton Ernie in real life. All right, there's what they look like. There's Burton Ernie right there. That's the comp.
Bro,
I mean, the
that's
colors. The
that
colors is what gets me.
it's a good comp. It's a good comp. I mean,
uh, the
that's
way they smile, the unibrow, like the color coordination with Bert and Ernie. Yeah, this is
could this have been intentional?
secretly Bert. Yeah, I mean, like, are they super big Sesame Street fans? Do you think?
Sunny day.
Yeah, do Bert and Ernie have a song? We're Bert and
Mm-mm.
Ernie.
Bert, nerdy, nerdy, nerdy. I don't know.
I don't know. See if they come. Yeah, that same thing. At Chris Kinda Fit, which is a great Twitter handle, by the way.
I like that.
I'm John Kinda Fit. I'm not really fit.
I'd be Casey, not very fit.
Casey, not very fit. Damn, the
Unfit.
colors and
Ooh.
everything.
Actually, Casey the Unfit. That kind of sounds like a badass name, honestly. That sounds like I'm gonna go storm some villages and raid the treasure troves.
Casey, Chris Kinda Fit says, "Damn, the colors and everything." That was my thought exactly. They act like Bert and
Yeah.
Ernie in real life too. Yeah, Cat does those voices. I bet he could do a Bert or an Ernie voice. Who is he again?
I mean, the brow is what it's
the brow's
chef
really what
kiss.
sets it off. Yeah,
It really is.
Cat could probably do that's Ernie, right? The Cat's Ernie here in this scenario. He could probably do an Ernie voice. What is wrong with you people? I mean, dude, this is gold. What are you talking about? At Patty add new, I don't know, whatever your thing is. What are you talking about? Like, did you spend your time on anything better today than this? I don't think so.
Definitely not.
No. One is a
What a
champion, the
fool.
other's still trying to get past the first round. Hey, let's not get too serious about this. They play like Bert and Ernie too.
Basketball fans are such a-holes, man. Like, if basketball is your main
Yeah,
sport, you come at sports commentary with just such a different energy, man. I've noticed it. We talked about this earlier off camera, but I fully
yeah,
believe this. You got a full spectrum. You got like baseball fans. Baseball fans are the most wholesome. right? I mean, it seems very family friendly. It's very nice if you watch any commentator on YouTube or even on the broadcast. They're very nice. And then the NFL is kind of this middle ground, kind of play both sides a little bit. Maybe they get a little cheeky, ooh, crazy. Then NBA, it is just fully within your rights. Everybody fully expects it to like, I'm gonna shit all over your take, man, and I am gonna drag your name through the mud as much as possible on my way there.
Yeah.
It, and
No,
that's all in
it's
good fun, you know.
yeah, that's like how we like to experience basketball, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh it's the same with the content, dude. Or it's like and that I guess kind of like brings me to the next segment. I look, wrapping this thing up, that's the internet, that's the big men, that's the most viral big men stuff of this week. That was all posted within the last like 3 days. So what a week for big men memes or
killing it.
highlights. Yeah.
We're killing it. Big
What do you
time.
think? What takes it for you? Best one. You got Julius Randle the brick, Wemby with the steel block bound, or Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, Burton Ernie.
I think that I gotta say that the clear 3 spot is the Julius brick.
Yeah, I'm sorry I led with that. I feel bad about it,
That's
honestly.
okay. You were warming us up.
I'm
But
warming you up. Yep.
you were saving the best for last and second to last.
Yeah.
It's a tight race between those other two, though. I think the Wemby thing is a little bit more timely. So it's like that actually just happened. I know this
Yeah.
other thing kind of got discovered recently, but that could have hit a month from now and it would have
Yeah.
felt just the same. Or maybe even better. Like
Hon-
as they get older, it
Yeah.
increases in value. So I think I got to go with Wemby because he's doing it right
A little
now.
more time.
He's making memories right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was an insane play. Look, I don't know if that Burton Ernie thing has circulated before. If it hasn't, and like whoever the social media person is at NBA memes just saw that and was like, that's Anthony Davis and Karl-Anthony Towns. Whoever made that, props. Like the connection is so disparate that you're like, these two are clearly Burton Ernie. How does everyone not see this?
I mean, they are. It's mind blowing. Maybe there's just not enough children looking at them. I mean, how often are they hanging out? And you know what else? If they weren't standing in that order, even easy to miss
know.
out on this.
I know,
But
and their colors, like everything about it.
that's the main thing that makes me go, either the universe is fucking with us, or they planned it a little bit, like subconsciously,
Yeah,
or they just
a little
kind of know in the back of their heads, like they didn't know about it. And this is one of those occasions where they're like,
It's
"Hey,
just like
I know to
yeah,
stand on your left, bro."
yeah.
Like, "Hey, AD, I
There's
know
something
I
in their
got you.
head.
I'm on your right." Like,
Yeah, from their
or I'm on your
childhood,
left.
there's something in their head, and it just kind of stuck. Yeah, no, I you know what? Yeah, Wemby for the timely play, rookie. I mean, you would say this kid's got to be the runaway rookie of the year, but like Chet's giving him a run. So anything Wemby, anything Chet has to take the cake. But that's the internet
No.
of big men for the week. All right, playback people. Let's see if anybody made me laugh here. 10-year-olds are having sex nowadays. World is fucked. That didn't really. I guess that kind of made me laugh, but
I missed that
damn.
one. Where's that?
That was
John?
like the most recent chat and playback. Panthers
Oh.
Bears toilet bowl game tomorrow or Thursday, I guess. Oscar in the trash can. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but not really doing it for me.
I
All
think
right, man,
Chris is talking about the NFL game on Thursday.
Randall was overpaid with the Lakers and
Come
they
on.
got rid of him. Yeah, Chris knows everything. He's bringing it back to the Lakers. Yeah, I'll say this. I think the Lakers move on from like a lot of good players. They moved on from Brandon Ingram. They moved on from Jordan Clarkson. But like, I mean, you could even say Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is a chucker, but you could even say Kyle Kuzma. Julius Randle is considered by many to be a good player, but was a great move, honestly, to move on from him. He was not good.
Agreed.
All right, let's talk about the Lakers. Let's do a little bit, just a little tiny bit of serious basketball content here.
If we have to.
If we
must.
absolutely have to. Let's talk about the Lakers. Right. Here's my opinion on the Lakers. They need to change this. They need to change this one thing. Like everybody's looking at the Lakers. Lakers fans are doing, here's another thing basketball fans do. The Lakers fans are doing this thing where they're like, right now they're 2-3 or 3-4 or whatever. They're slightly losing. It's not horrible, but it's not great. And they're spending 27 hours a day, in Twitter spaces just like commiserating about it and saying the same crap over and over, like, oh, we just need to hit our shots, man, and we just need to get LeBron off minutes restrictions. That's what Lakers fans sound like to me. Because it's like they're these fans.
Well,
that, like,
when did Jared get here?
If everything's it sounds exactly like Jared. If everything's not perfect all the time, like that's just they don't like it. They don't like it. It should just, we had a contender team last year that went to the Western Conference Finals. Why are we not winning every single game? And every time we lose, it's clearly means that the season is unraveling. And this is the thread that's going to do it. I mean, look, basketball content making is overreacting, but these guys overreact way worse than anybody else. There's a lot of stuff here, right? So they are shooting about 29% from the 3-point line on roughly 4 attempts per night. They're not shooting a lot of threes and they're not making them. I don't think that's it though, man. They are without Vanderbilt. So this is here's the thing I'm hearing is like, oh, but when Vanderbilt gets back, when Jared Vanderbilt gets back, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's what is that what your team hinges on? Jared, like a role player, like your 8th man? Like, we don't have our 8th man. So yeah, that's why we're losing so much. Like that's not a great hinge to be attached to. You know what I'm saying?
Are we piling on the Lakers right now?
I guess. Yeah. Miguel Nava says Jared Vanderbilt came from the Jazz. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just saying Jared Vanderbilt is like, he's a role player. He is a defensive dog. I get that. Right. And so that's what they're like. Oh, they're not playing good defense because they don't have that dog out there. And I'm like, I kind of think that this guy's only like a 20-minute a night, maybe 30-minute a night guy anyway. Like, I think you got to be able to play good defense without him on the floor. So I don't think it's the Jared Vanderbilt thing. I'm not even all that worried about the shooting. The minutes restrictions on LeBron, that's the other thing, right? So he's supposed to be playing like 30 to like no more than 34 minutes. He keeps playing kind of 36, 37 minutes because he has to. They're playing these close games and he's like, no, I mean, he's a gamer, so he's going to play at the end of that. So right. The LeBron minutes restrictions, another one. Or another one I've heard is like the way they're doing the rotations. So they like rotate LeBron out with when they bring the first unit off the floor and they send the second unit out there because LeBron's on a minutes restriction. So then they like kind of keep their bridge guys are like Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves, and that's not working really very well. So some people are like, oh, they would need to make LeBron the bridge guy. Like, yeah, we're talking about minutia, in my opinion.
Right. The things that could take you from a top 10 team to a top 5 team, maybe. Yeah. Not the kinds of things that pull you out of like the pools of mediocrity.
Yeah. Here's what it is at the end of the day. And I will get to the thing that they need to change and where the breakthrough would be. But here's what it is at the end of the day. Of course, a lot of people here maybe know that I have a bias against the Lakers. But let me just take that hat off for a second. Let me remove that entirely and pretend I'm a fan of this team and tell you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at something that I've looked at a lot of times, and that is a second round team. I'm a Jazz fan, and I've been a Jazz fan for years. I've seen so many second round teams, and the Lakers are just a quintessential second round teams, and their fan base is acting exactly like a second round team fan base acts. Because you kind of, when you're a second round team, you kind of have hope, right? You're kind of like, we could get the finals. And then who knows? Once you get to the finals, once you get to the conference finals, who knows what will happen, right? If you're healthy, then you could get to the finals, and then who knows what will happen. If you're healthy, you have this like weird hope, but like, really, your second round team. Who doesn't say that stuff is the Nuggets. They're just like, we're just gonna we play the basketball and we try to we win the games. Like, that's what the Nuggets sound like. They all sound like Nikola Jokic. But that's really what it is with the Lakers. So I don't know how you fix that, but if there's one thing they could fix that would maybe like make them a little bit better, and I think that this is kind of the main thing, is that they're just lazy. Like, they're just not moving them puppies on defense, man. They got them puppies sitting still at the bottom of their legs. We're looking at LeBron's got a plus 7.6 plus minus. Meanwhile, the Lakers team is minus 3.4. They have a losing record. So anytime this guy's not on the floor, like, he's just the only one that's hustling. The only guy on your team that's hustling is in year 21. This is the only guy hustling.
I mean, And he's playing so many minutes. You're saying he's playing more than what he's supposed to be playing? Playing more
Yeah. I
than
mean,
his,
it's
like,
not a lot.
allotment.
It is like 35 to 37 minutes. Most stars play more than that for sure. But yeah, he's not hitting his minutes restriction. He's exceeding the minutes restriction that he's supposed to have, which I think is like 30 or 32 minutes or something like that.
And
Um,
at his age, I mean, I think it's worth asking, is that gonna catch up to him?
yeah, potentially. I mean, he's probably one of the best in shape. His shape at 40 is probably like most people's at 28. His body's also built different. Dwayne Wade's talked about this before. It's like that dude turns an ankle in a way that would take me out for 2 weeks, and then he just runs back on defense. So he is built a little bit different. I think we all know that. I mean, the short version of it is, their D sucks. They're not good at defense. They have the 29th best defense in the league.
Small D's
And
out there.
yeah, they got small D. Even when they got their big D out there, it's
They got
still
small
just
D energy is the problem.
it's not doing the job. Yeah, they got it's just a lazy D. Even their big D, even their big lineup, it's lazy, right? They're not running to rotations, right? It's like, oh, he's supposed to get back over to the corner, but he kind of just takes his time. Or, we got this 3-on-2 in transition that we let become a 3-on-1 because we just kind of didn't get back. At the end of the day, here's what the Lakers are doing. They're trying to get by with 80% effort. They're trying to say, oh, how can we kind of take it easy, get into the playoffs, and then we'll start, and then we'll
With
get going.
AD%
With
effort?
80% effort.
Come on. Come on. Wordplay. You love wordplay. I know that about you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like half the team, right? Is that fair to say? Half the team is LeBron, half the team is AD.
Yeah. And then, yeah,
Then
I mean, everyone else is
that's
just
the whole team right
at
there.
this point. Yeah. That's the entire team. So
Just
yeah,
wait till
look,
they get Vanderbilt back, man.
yeah, they got that dog then. Got the dog. Yeah.
That
I
came
mean,
off not the way I meant it to.
look, at least I get it. When you got that,
X-ray machine.
when you got the dog out there, it does change the defensive energy. Do I think they'll make the playoffs? Probably. They're probably just like good enough to make the playoffs. But here's kind of my point, is that Lakers fans are worried about every single game. They have this like end of the world syndrome about every game where things just don't look like Lakers basketball. They're sort of the Steelers fans of the NBA. So that's just going to continue all season, because this Lakers team's DNA is not to play hard every night in and night out. We're not looking at an Orlando Magic team here. We're not looking at an Oklahoma City Thunder team here. This is not what they're going to do. They're going to play 80%, and they're going to win as many games as they can at 80%. And then if they have to kick it in toward the end of the season to grab the 6th seed or even get into the play-in, then that's what they're going to do. And that, they're going to do the Miami Heat thing, where they don't care at all about the regular season. As long as they get into the playoffs, then they're fine. Which, that's exactly what a second round team does, in my opinion. The Miami Heat are the exception. Most second round teams either get the 4 or 5 seed, play their ass off for the 4 or 5 seed, maybe the 3 seed, or they struggle their way in and get knocked out in the second round. But Lakers, I'm looking at a second round team. I've been a fan of a lot of second round teams in my day. If I'm putting my fan hat on here, I'm looking at a Lakers team that gets knocked out in the second round.
I might take the under on that.
I mean, it might depend who they catch in the first. They could catch somebody bad in the first round and get knocked out then. There's a lot of traps. There's a lot of traps in the West, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of trap music too.
What? I don't know if I got the joke. Do you want to explain the joke to me? Like, because that's real comedy is when you have to explain the joke.
It's just a genre of music.
Trap rap is a genre.
Trap. I mean, yeah, it's like rap. It feels like redundant to call it trap rap, but yeah, I mean, it's, I guess, rap.
Trap is a genre of music. So I'm just like an old man who doesn't.
Like house music, John. Like,
yeah, that's like the theme music to the TV show House, right?
Like electric rainforest boogaloo, reggae.
I mean, that's my favorite genre.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
Trap music's the thing.
It's okay.
Shout out trap music.
Shout out trap music. Who's your favorite trap artist?
You
gonna look up one trap artist?
No, I'm just thinking here. I mean, Gucci Mane, Future, T.I.
Oh, is T.I. a trap artist?
I mean, Google says so. I don't
I
know.
like Ti.
I would have thought pure hip hop for sure is Ti, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I'm just gonna say it. Within rap, they got too many subgenres. How about that? They just do. They just
Yeah.
do.
What's your least favorite subgenre of rap? It's got to be mumble rap, right?
I don't know. There's
Yeah,
something
I guess
to it.
you are pretty fluent in mumble. You probably know what they're saying.
I get them. I understand them.
You're
And
like I don't get how you guys don't hear what they're saying. This sounds perfectly normal to me.
people are so polarized against the actual like the lyricist, the rapper mumbling. It kind of the beats get slept on because I mean the beats have to kind of be elevated.
They got to carry it. Yeah.
And they do. I mean, they got some sick beats in that mumble rap stuff. So I mean, I kind of don't mind it, honestly.
Yeah. Chris Vance says LeBron is doing crazy shit Jordan couldn't do at his age. I don't know if Jordan played at his age, but
Well,
yeah,
LeBron couldn't play baseball.
yeah. So that's what's really
So,
important.
how about that?
No, look, Chris Vance has given a variation of every Laker watching anything look good LeBron does, right? Like in year 21,
Jordan just renting space perpetually. You got a timeshare in
LeBron
Lakers
fans.
fans' heads.
And like, yeah, LeBron fan heads. Yeah,
That's true. I mean, do teams really have fans anymore? It feels like the NBA
the
is
Lakers
just
and LeBron
player-bound.
the Lakers and LeBron is a very good example of like there are Laker fans out there who are like like they're kind of in a sense sometimes like not the biggest LeBron fans. They're like, yeah, I mean we got him, so yeah, that's great. But
These are like the
they're
old
like
school.
they're like kind of like it's like I have to explain to you that I'm a Laker fan and not a LeBron fan. You know.
You probably don't see this as much as me, but living in Washington State, get a lot of like legacy Seahawks fans kind of running into the 12s of the world. And the 12s have kind
Yeah.
of fizzled out at this point because they're like the fair weather fans that came around when the Seahawks were hitting the Super Bowl. What did they make the Super Bowl twice there in a few years? And an old school Seahawks fan just wearing some gross, like, I don't know, what Steve Largent jersey. They'll see somebody in a Cam Chancellor jersey and just throw up all over them, you know, just like, what? Get over here. You're not welcome here.
You're not even a real fan.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Go back to the fan base whence you came. I don't know why they would say it like that, but they might.
All right, Casey, I got something pretty interesting here. 9 NBA facts that sound fake but are actually true. This is from the Playmaker Hoops IG account. Shout out to this one because these are obscure. These are super obscure. So whoever found these, great job. Whoever does the Instagram at the Playmaker Hoops. All right, you ready for this?
Okay. I mean,
right.
I don't know. Hold on.
Go ahead. The gauntlet here is which one is the craziest.
Ready.
So keep that in your head. Which one is the
okay?
craziest?
NBA facts that sound fake but are actually true. Swipe to see. Hit it.
All right. First one. LeBron and Steph were born in the same hospital, Akron General Medical Center. How crazy do you think that is? Scale of 1 to 10. Give me like crazy level.
Can what state's this in? I mean, I guess
Akron, Ohio.
That much, but Akron, Ohio. That makes sense. Thought it was just maybe like
I don't understand how Steph was born in Akron, Ohio. Maybe his dad wasn't in the NBA yet. Like maybe he went to the universities. Where did Del Curry go to college? I don't know. How was Steph born there? That's my question.
I don't know. Are these verified?
Hold on.
Is this real?
Del Curry, yeah, I'm going to assume they're all real. Casey, we're not going down there. I'm not going to go verify all these. We're already in the video at this point.
The NBA is just trying to get eyeballs, brother.
Yeah, so Del Curry, Steph's dad, went to Virginia Tech, and so I have no idea how he was born in Akron, Ohio, because there's no basketball team there, and after college, Del was an NBA player. So, like, I mean, you know, classic road trip across the great state of Ohio. And oh man, time for the baby, I guess. And then Steph.
Is it possible? I mean, he was playing at the time Steph was born, right?
Yeah.
So it's possible he wasn't around. So Steph's mom could have been in Akron for any number of reasons.
From Akron, is Steph,
or just there for any number of reasons, right? I mean, probably not randomly when you're 9 months pregnant. But okay, on the crazy meter,
maybe she was there to watch LeBron play. She's like watching a 5-year-old LeBron just do his thing out there. You know what I'm saying?
probably it. She was probably scouting him out. She's
Yeah,
like, "Hey,
I think
my
so.
future son is going to rival this
Yeah.
guy, and I got to see what he's dealing with out here. This guy's got a 5-year head start."
1988. Del Curry. When was Del Curry playing college basketball? So Steph's born in 1988. This one I feel like I want to get to the bottom of because I'm like, I just don't know how he was possibly born at this place.
So we're definitely picking up activity on the craziness scale. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh
This
yeah.
one registers. This is weird.
Yeah.
My gut feeling is we're gonna move up from here. It's not like that crazy.
Yeah.
Babies are born in hospitals, so like,
Yeah.
there's only so many hospitals. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
like a 6.8, maybe
6.8.
maybe
6.8 for this
6.7.
one.
Let's go
LeBron and
straight
Steph.
2/3 on the scale.
LeBron and Steph born in the same hospital. 6.7, you said? Six. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I like that better than 6.8. 6.8 felt
6.7
high.
on
What
the
was I thinking?
crazy scale. All right,
Yeah.
next up. Manute Bol hit more 3-point shots in a single game, 6, than Steve Kerr ever did, 5. Steve Kerr's high for a single game is 5. Manute Bol's high for a single game is 6. What?
This is NBA?
This is remember before when this is the NBA. I'm guessing like remember before when you're like, is this verified? And I was like, I'm not gonna go verify. Like this is one I'm like, no,
It can't be real. This
no,
one's
that can't be real.
This one might be the bell curve because what? Manute Bol
What?
has some tragic number of 3-point shots in his entire career. We know this. We played this game not that long. I mean, last NBA season, we had him in a 3-point game, the trivia game that we played. And
Manute
Steve Kerr
Bol,
is, I don't know if y'all played NBA Jams 99, but Steve Kerr, we all know,
he
is the
was the
maxed
truth.
out. He was the maxed out 3-point shooter. He was the best in the game. So how is this can't be real? This
For
can't be real.
reference,
This is Manute Bol's high school game, maybe?
Manute Bol shot a career 21% from the 3-point line.
What?
In his
Higher than I thought.
In his highest year. Okay, so in the 94-95 season, he played 5 games and he shot 1 3 a game, but that can't be the right season because we're talking about 6 threes in one game. So the next highest year in 92-93, he shot 0.6 threes a game. So that's what, 45, maybe 50 threes for the whole season. And he shot 31% from the 3-point line. So in terms of volume, definitely 3 points made. That was his highest year. He had another year where he shot that many and only shot 18%. What was Manute Bol doing shooting so many threes? First of all, secondly, dude's drained 6 of them in one game. That's insane. All right, this is what is this? This is an 8, 9, or 10. This is a 9 or 10 for sure.
3-point artist Manute Bol. I mean, this doesn't surprise me at all, John.
Yeah,
No,
right,
this is
the 3-point master himself. Right.
I've already established that I'm going to tenths of points. There are decimals involved in this game, but this one starts with a 9. I feel like it must.
This is a 9. Okay.
This is a 9.2. Things could be crazier. They both played in the NBA, so already like it's feasible, right?
Yeah.
If you were saying, hey, my daughter made more 3-pointers in a single game than Steve Kerr ever did, I'd say this is a 12. But we're sticking at a 9.
In an NBA game, yeah. Well, and Manute Bol had a season where he shot 40, 45 threes, so it's conceivable. Wild. Yeah. All right, here we go. Next up, Kawhi Leonard has more finals MVPs at 2 than career triple doubles. He only has 1 career triple double. This is another insane one. 1 career triple double. Why? Because he doesn't assist. He doesn't throw dimes.
How many players could qualify for this?
Almost. No, he's got to be the only one. He's got to be the only one with more finals MVPs than triple doubles.
Who else just even jumps out as a finals MVP repeater?
I mean, Jordan, LeBron,
obviously,
Steph, I think is maybe a finals MVP repeater. No, none of them are.
I mean, Steph is probably probably has the fewest triple doubles. Yeah, out of those 3, I would assume Steph has the fewest.
Yeah, so Mike has 6 finals MVP. LeBron has 4. Magic Johnson has 3. He definitely has the triple doubles. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal has 3. He jumps out as someone who wouldn't have as many career triple doubles. Tim Duncan also has 3 finals MVPs. He does have a lot of triple doubles. So how many career, for reference, how many career triple doubles does Shaq have?
Was he for sure 2-time Finals MVP.
He was a 3-time Finals MVP.
Nice. I think that qualifies.
Oh, okay. So Shaq also has this. Shaq has 2 career triple doubles and 3 Finals MVPs.
This isn't even unique. This is like
this isn't even crazy. He
this
could
is
have
this
put
is
Shaq right here.
I mean, I guess you could put non-crazy things on the craziness scale. They just rate low, right? So this is
This
like
one's kind of crazy though. Like Kawhi should have more triple. He only has. So I think just the one crazy statement here is Kawhi Leonard only has 1 career triple double.
Right. That is
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's not Manute Bol hitting more threes than Steve Kerr.
I'm at about 3.8 on it so far. The least crazy, I think.
Wow. Now I'm higher on it, but this is your game. So 3.8 on this one, ranking last.
Just the fact, the way they did present it, and we in less than 5 minutes found somebody else who qualifies who is a bigger name in the sport.
Yeah. All right. I don't think anybody'd be surprised by Shaq not having a lot of triple doubles.
I mean, that's fair.
Like
that's
we're like,
fair.
hey, Shaq gets the rock is going up. Like he ain't passing. Okay, here we go. Next one. Muggsy Bogues, who is 5'3", recorded a block on Patrick Ewing, who is 7 feet tall. I don't know that I'm all that. So this is impressive. I don't know that I'm all that surprised, just because they both played for so long, and blocks can kind of be so many things. Like Patrick Ewing could be ripping it, or he could have come from his blind front side or something like that. He could be ripping it from the ground. So I don't know that I'm that surprised by this, but I am impressed. Like I like.
If you told me
I mean?
that, as we talked about earlier in the episode, if Muggsy Bogues blocked Ewing's shot and Ewing came back down with it, thus forcing a jump ball, that would be incredible.
Or if Muggsy just ripped it out of his hand at the top. I mean, that's wild.
We need somebody in our chat has to be good enough at AI to where they could make the Wemby and Julius. No, that wasn't Julius Randle. Wemby and OG Anunoby. If they could make Muggsy Bogues be the Wemby, like turn Wemby into Muggsy Bogues and turn Anunoby into Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Man, best clip of all time.
Best clip of all time.
At least top
5. Yeah. What do you think on this one? Crazy scale.
But based off my other criteria, just it is crazy that it happened, but seeing it isn't all that surprising compared to some other stuff. So it's still relatively low to me, but I mean, major props to Bogues. I'm going to go somewhere in like the low 6s, maybe the high 5s.
I think it's so personally. Okay. Low 6s, high 5s. Give me a number.
Maybe a 6-1. 6-1.
Okay. 6-1. So it's second to last right now. I personally think the Kawhi thing is a little crazier, like more surprising, right? Because what was it like? Facts that sound fake but are true. I think the Kawhi one definitely sounds more fake. Like this one, I kind of heard and was like right away, like, oh yeah. I mean, they just both played for a long time, and I know kind of like blocks happen sort of incidentally.
I get where you're coming from.
But I hear you. But you're basically saying like, props to Muggsy. I'm giving him a 6.
It is wild that it ever happened. But I get where you're coming from too, because it takes a long time for both ends of the Kawhi thing. It takes a long time to get 2 finals MVPs. And it also takes a long time to have such a big career where it's surprising that you only have 1 triple double. But even as unlikely as it ever could be, it just takes the planets to align for a split second for Muggsy Bogues to get a block on Patrick Ewing.
Right. Yeah. It's like over the course of a long period of time, the Kawhi thing happened. And this sort of just was a big moment.
Lot of moments throughout a career for something crazy to happen once.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I would say this one's less crazy, but I respect that you're like, no, Muggsy gets a 6.1.
I don't even love that I had to do that, but I set a criteria for myself earlier and I'm trying to stick to it here.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Next up, I mean, using the Kawhi criteria, there's nobody else who's 5'3" who's ever recorded a block on a 7-foot player, because there's nobody else who's 5'3". So Muggsy already is just crazy.
They should have flip-flopped the way that the last 2 were presented.
Yeah.
I like the way you just said that about Bogues better, and I like the way that we edited up the Kawhi. Really, what we're finding is they need us on board with this operation.
Yeah, Playmaker Hoops, we're available.
What's up?
Okay. Next up. What the? Oh, sorry. I changed the. Sorry.
What the what?
Sorry about it.
I changed the Instagram.
All right.
Thanks, Zuck.
Next up. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Zuck. making it super obvious how I use your platform, and then I can't do it anyway. Andre Drummond once shot 36 free throws in a game and finished the game with 17 points.
What? Oh no. You know what else is just like obviously like I'll say the dumb part out loud because it kind of hit me in waves. First of all, I'm like, hey, okay, he's not a great free throw shooter, fine, okay. But then I'm like, wait, how many minutes do you have to play to get 36 free
Get
throw attempts in a
36 free
game?
throw
You
attempts.
played a crap ton of minutes and you were just as ineffective as they come.
Yeah, dude,
Wow.
that's
I'm a fan of Drummond too. I like Drummond. He is my
What did
kind
it
of ball player. He's my kind of ball player, man.
yeah. No, I
Just a
mean he's
staple.
definitely a rebounder. Okay, for
Oh my
reference, Andre Drummond. Okay, I mean how crazy do we want to call this? So 17 makes on 36 attempts. His career percentage is about 47.5% from the free throw line. So this is like kind of right in line with his
Yeah,
career
that means he had
percentage.
no other buckets.
Yeah, that would be no other buckets, just 17 makes on 36 free
And
throws.
that would
I
also
mean,
mean he got fouled
there's
shooting so many times during the game.
that's yeah, so there's like
A lot of
multiple
shots.
things that stack up to make this pretty crazy because 36 free throws is wild. Only making 17 of them isn't that wild for him, but is like very low for an NBA player. And that would be if he had no other buckets, period. Uh yeah, this is where do you put this one? How crazy is
Okay,
this?
I'm happy about this one because this one I get to rank really high because this is
Oh,
perfect because they actually presented this one wonderfully. I mean, this is the right way to put it.
yeah.
He one shot 36 free throws in a game and finished with 17 points. It lets you
This
hit
is
it
like
in waves.
folklore, like you're around the campfire and you're like, kids, let me tell you about the time Andre Drummond shot 36 free throws in a game.
Yeah,
Only had 17 points. Figure that
this
one out.
this story it just unfolds itself slowly to you. It ages like a fine wine. This graphic can consume your thoughts for I mean maybe an hour just thinking about this and how
Yeah.
ridiculous it
Like
is.
it's like one of those riddles where it's like two coins equal 21 25 29 cents and one of them is not a nickel and you're like, what one is? Like you're just trying to do the math on these 17 points, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry not to respond there. I'm trying to actually put a number to this. What's our highest ranked right now? Which one was it?
It's like it was the Manute Bull making more threes than Steve Kerr.
That is
And,
wild.
and I
Okay.
think you
These are
rated that like 9 point something, right?
yeah, it was a 9.2, I remember now.
Okay.
That is wild. Is this crazier than that?
This doesn't feel crazier than that. I actually if he got to the line 18 times going like he might have just gotten fouled on every single shot and then he
Yeah.
just shot his normal free throw percentage.
You're talking me off the ledge a little bit, but I'm still gonna
It's
put it
not as
pretty high.
crazy as the Manute Bull thing. Dude, the Manute Bull thing is super wild.
This is a classic 88. This is an 8.8 to me. It's high up there though. This maybe
8.8.
that's high
Second
for me.
place. Nice.
Maybe
I
that's a
like it.
little like Drummond like love coming like just oozing out of me a little bit
Hey,
here.
dude, you know what? Drummond doesn't get enough love, if you ask me.
I agree.
Uh,
People
yeah,
don't talk up the unsexy play styles enough
people
in
don't talk up the
basketball.
guys who only makes 47.5% of their free throws.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, you
I-
know what? That's like,
oh,
but that's like saying like, hey, Jason Kelsey isn't exciting because he couldn't throw like a Hail Mary touchdown to win the game. You're like, that's not even like what he's supposed to be doing.
yeah,
You
he
know?
can push anyone out of the way. So
Yeah. And Andre Drummond would push anyone out of the way and get a rebound. So
yeah.
that's my
All right.
guy.
Next up, we got MJ has more playoff games with 50 plus points than ones with less than 20. So he has 8 playoff games with more than 50 points and only 6 with less than 20 points.
0.
This is actually not surprising at
I
all to
love this.
me.
Yeah. 0 on the scale. Doesn't register.
Well, hold on though, because the Muggsy Bogues thing wasn't that surprising, but we just were like, you get a 6 for props because that's awesome.
True.
This is just like this is just one of those MJ stats. You know what I mean? Where you're like, yep, sounds about right.
Yeah.
But you're also like, that's why this debate even exists. Like that's why he's the GOAT, you know?
The reason no, I'm staying consistent here. The reason the Muggsy Bogues thing is exceptional is because we are taking into account who the people are. is that it's Muggsy Bogues and Patrick Ewing. Not that it's NBA player A and NBA blocked NBA player B. That's not what's exciting. So
Right.
the fact that we are grading based off of who these people are, this is not surprising that about MJ to me at all. So I think I can still justifiably say this is a very low on the scale. Maybe I'll give it like a just to respect the man, like a 2, but that's symbolic because I'm not
I
surprised at
mean,
all. MJ's the
yeah,
man, dude.
yeah.
He will always be my GOAT.
This is
I don't think younger people realize that even if all the data indicates it one way, like it just doesn't matter to a certain age
if
group.
you
Of
think
us.
MJ's the GOAT, you're locked in. Like,
MJ was doing superhero stuff when we still believed in superheroes.
yeah, yeah. If you're that age, that's what he was. Yeah, and
He
he
was
was
a
the most
legend.
like he was the most recognizable man on the planet. Like, yeah, I hear it. So okay. Yeah, I hear this one. The title of this like slide deck or not, it's not a slide deck. The title of this carousel
It's a slide
by
deck.
Playmaker Hoops is NBA facts that sound fake but are real. I don't think this one sounds fake at all. I think I'm like, this sounds like something I would hear on a playoff commentary game. Like, just not
100%.
surprising to me. Yeah.
I mean, this has probably been stated a bunch of
Goat
times on the
status
podcast.
stuff, but surprising, definitely not.
Maybe not a bunch of times. Yeah, it's
Alright.
GOAT stat. The GOAT. It would be surprising if the GOAT didn't have this kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a man out there who many think are the GOAT, who probably
Oh,
does not have this
I
stat.
would love to see the ratio of LeBron. I
Less
mean,
than
it's probably
20 to
really
more
good.
than
It's
50.
probably pretty good.
I'm sure
too.
it's fine,
I'm
but
sure it's great.
MJ was also a scorer. Like LeBron probably doesn't have a ton of 50+ point playoff games.
Yeah, I hear you. But do our games higher scoring? They are.
No.
No, not
I've
really.
looked into this before because a
That's
lot of
like
people think
a
that.
old
And it's,
wives' tale.
yeah.
Why were all the old wives watching basketball?
What
Seems
the
like
hell?
husbands would have been more
Why,
into it
get
in
in
the
the
90s.
kitchen and fold the laundry.
I mean, in the
That's
90s.
true in the kitchen. Yeah, in the 90s, that's what women did, right?
Just kidding, everybody.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
let that one
Clip
fly.
that one. Put it on the
Coward.
socials. Yeah.
I'm a coward. I can't just let that be aired out.
At the age of 10, Shaq was 6'4", which is Jamal Murray's current height. Just for reference, if you'd like a reference for how tall 6'4" is, Jamal Murray is 6'4". Another NBA player. Shaq was that tall at 10 years old. That's pretty. I mean, like this is another one like the MJ one where you're like, yeah, Shaq's a giant, but still, it's like 10.
Do you think that Shaq had longer arms? Who do you think standing arms straight up over their head? Whose hands are higher?
Oh, like 10-year-old Shaq versus Jamal
Yeah,
Murray?
like is a 10-year-old's body developed proportionally?
I don't know, dude. They probably have similar reach. I bet Jamal Murray. I don't know what Jamal Murray's wingspan is, but I don't. If I remember, right, I looked this up.
Less.
I looked this up once, and I think that like there are certain players that have like incredible wingspan to height ratios, and Jamal Murray's is like very average.
Yeah, I would assume Shaq's just like the body type he has. He has longer arms. So like, I guess what I'm proposing is like, does it sound crazy that Shaq with his arms up was taller than
Jamal
at 10
Murray.
than Jamal Murray currently would be? Could he out rebound him at 10? Now that's not fair.
He couldn't out rebound him, but like
for sure the contact wouldn't. But like, would he be taller?
There is a possibility that he would have been able to reach higher into the air than Jamal Murray would have at 10 years old.
That's not allowed.
That's crazy enough. That's crazy enough to make a wave on the scale for sure.
And people think that we weren't created by aliens, like splicing our DNA between monkeys and them. I mean, this is the only way this is possible.
This is proof. Clear proof.
Shaq and I are the same species. I don't know about you guys, but I think I would
be
6. I think I'm 6'4", doing what we were just talking about. If I put my hands above my head, my fingertips hit about 6'4".
I think you're being real generous to yourself.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. You and Shaq, not the same.
We're not.
Me and Shaq, not the same. Nobody's the same as Shaq. Let's just be real clear.
Yeah.
What's this one?
Well, Jamal Murray was.
Yeah.
He was
10-year-old Shaq. Yeah. Sure. All right. What's this one? Scale of 1 to 10.
I don't know. I mean, it is crazy, but it doesn't have the same like full-blown shock value that some of the other ones did. Because
The
not really about
one is still
basketball.
pretty wild, dude.
It's not about basketball. Is kind of I think.
Okay. All right. So it gets graded down for that. So what's it get?
Yeah, because there's just people with crazy bodies in the world who don't play basketball too. So,
Yeah,
yeah. It feels right to say like 5.9.
5.9. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, I think we got the second to last one. Dirk Nowitzki played with both Tim Hardaway Sr. and Tim Hardaway Jr. What? I don't think that's surprising at all. Dirk played for like 18 years or something like that.
I mean, it's cool that it's cool because a
I
guy
mean,
with
this is you could tell they're getting to the end here. They're like, I don't know, we need some more funny
Well,
stuff.
hold on. Let me make the case here. Still, multiple factors had to line up. This is like the Kawhi thing,
Yeah.
right? First of all, it had to happen over a long period of time. It wasn't an accident this happened. It was
Yeah.
determination of a guy to be good enough to stay in the league that long. And they had to play on the same teams as one another, all three of them, which is
Yeah.
already like, what are the odds any three random players play on the same team? Maybe you could say that a father and son are more likely to play on the same team, but I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah.
And Dirk's career had to happen in just the right time. I can't imagine there's much overlap really on either side. So and also how many father son combos have there even been? So there's a lot of the multiplicative property of all this.
Yeah.
I mean that's not
Okay.
I don't that was nonsense what I just said. But
So
the
Tim
point
Hardaway
still stands.
Sr. Tim Hardaway Sr.'s final years in the league. When did he play with Dallas though? Oh, he played with Dallas in 2001, 0102. He was 35 years old. Tim Hardaway Jr. was drafted by Dallas in 2013. So they're about 12 years apart. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, what do you give it then? Give me a score on this one.
This one I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it it's in the 6 point. Ooh, I think it's right in that 6.7 range. Which one did I say 6.7 on before?
Dude, I don't know. We should have written this down. I was not prepared for this to like turn into like a race, you know? It's supposed to be fun. This is just supposed to be a fun time, Casey. All right, so this one's a 6.7. You ready for the last one?
John, you know me better than that. I can't just have a fun time. Come on.
Yeah, you are definitely anti-fun. All right, here we go. Last one. Kawhi Leonard has less career points than Tobias Harris. So he only has 12,324 career points. Tobias Harris has 13,398. Okay. My instant reaction to this is obviously I'm not surprised because I just know that Kawhi Leonard has missed so
Yeah.
much time. He's been incredibly good, for a few seasons when he's played. He might be the best like good player to time spent ratio that there is. You know what I mean? Like with only a few seasons, everybody's like very sure that Kawhi Leonard is, and he's like undeniably one of the best players in the league from a skills and like
Right.
capability standpoint.
Hand size.
Yeah, hand size goat.
I'm never gonna not bring that up.
Right.
We're gonna bring that up every time we say his name.
Hand size goat. I can only imagine what he's packing in his shorts. Like, got to be a
Okay,
goat
well,
there.
All right. Probably
But
goat dick.
yeah, he's got dick size goat. But this is, I mean, I think if you have the context of today's league, you're not surprised by this. I don't know. What do you think, Casey? It's to you. You're the one doing this.
So a more casual an NBA fan as casual as me should be more surprised by this, I think. But
Right.
this just so happens these two they already occupy this specific like trope. Kawhi is the guy who misses time to me.
Yeah.
Like there isn't a better
And
example.
Tobias is the guy who always plays.
And Tobias is the guy who sneakily like puts up decent numbers. I've had him on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Well, not this year, but both the years we've done it beforehand. And he is sneaky. He's not the sexy name, he's usually like the 3 or the 4, like as far as scorers go on his team. Like he's not really like the main scoring option. I actually don't know how it is right now for him on his squad, but yeah, I know he's a sneaky productive player.
Yeah.
So this doesn't surprise
And
me.
he's the guy who will give you 75 games a season every season.
He's a great fantasy option. Like,
right. I think because your context is fantasy, you definitely like this one doesn't surprise you at all. But like a more casual NBA fan who's not a fantasy person, or like definitely anybody who's like a 2K player would be shocked by this.
Yeah, this
Kawhi is a perpetual like 95 to 99 on 2K.
Yeah, for sure. This should be 7.5, maybe plus, but I'm going to give it a 5.4.
5.4. You are out on nothing about Kawhi shocks you, man. All
I know
right,
all about him already.
let's
I
roll through
already
this
know everything
again.
there is to know.
Top 3, I think, were tied for third was this 6.7 Shaq, 6'4" at 10 years old, and LeBron James and Steph Curry were born in the same hospital. In second, somewhere in the eights, was Andre Drummond. Shot 36 free throws in a game and finished with 17 points. I can't say it without laughing.
It's a good
and
one.
the champion, most surprising fact that you think is fake, but is actually true. Manute Bol hit more 3-point shots in a single game than Steve Kerr with
we
6.
landed it.
This is another one I can't, if you can't say them without laughing, I think that's a good indicator that they are shocking. Yeah, this is a good one. Good.
There was a clear runaway 2 in this race, but we got the winner right. This one, it always was going to be this one. It was always Manute Bol.
It's the day that Manute Bol hit 6 threes, and then the day that Steve Kerr retired, this got cemented as the most shocking thing that's ever happened in the NBA.
Manute Bol might have a better career in memes than he ever did in the NBA, honestly. Yeah. He's just made for memes in every.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally
that in every way
him and Muggsy Bogues are like both of them are kind of made for memes, honestly.
And they both had good NBA careers.
I know, dude.
But
yeah,
can't touch what they did in memes.
And it's not their fault. Like, these are immutable qualities that they're super tall and super short. But it's like, hey, man, it's on you for being an NBA player and being so weirdly sized for that career.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I wanna see more. I mean, I want to see a new shortest NBA player so bad, but I can't imagine.
You want to see someone who's 5'2"?
Yes.
How? Like, there's not even that many dudes who are 5'2" in the world.
I don't know how that would happen. Maybe it's a female. Maybe that's how it happens. Maybe they break the gender barrier. Yeah, I mean, not even joking. That could happen in a publicity stunt. Some in a blowout, you get some like Taylor Swift type. We've already seen it happen infiltrating football. Maybe like Selena Gomez will play like the closing minute of a blowout for the Spurs, and whatever, to like bring more publicity to Wemby.
There you go, 6'2" NBA player.
If that happens, I want all the credit in the world.
Yeah. All right. A couple people made me laugh in the chat. First of all, Miguel Nava, when we were talking about Andre Drummond, having 17 points with 36 free throws, he just said, was he blind? Which is like, yeah, I mean, seems like it. He could not find the bucket. That's for sure. He's like, where is it? I don't know. I'll throw the ball, see what happens.
So can you reiterate, John? Are these for bonus spots?
This is the bonus spins, right? So we're just gonna do this is for extra spins today.
Okay, I see.
And so we got one spin, so that's 2 spins because Miguel. So everybody's making me laugh as a team today, right? Like, it's team effort.
Yeah, there's definitely a Poppin' Fresh Adam collab that made me laugh really hard.
Which one is it?
It led to me plugging something that I think you would find funny. It was the I mean, the context made more sense, but it doesn't matter whether it's in context or not. Poppin' Fresh said, "Our world is run by lizard people." And then Adam said, "And you're the Lizard King." I knew it. So, and then I proceeded that Poppin' Fresh responded telling Adam he is the Banana King. And then I jumped in there, said, "Nah, John and I already did a podcast about the Banana King." And I linked it in the chat.
That podcast is our business pod. And usually I would be like, you probably won't be into it. But that episode, I think anybody would be into. Like, that guy's
Banana King is
crazy. Real. That guy is crazy.
His Majesty, Sir Banana.
So that's 3. That's 3. Here's Poppin' Fresh made me laugh unintentionally. Actually, Poppin' Fresh didn't make me laugh. The rest of the chat made me laugh. Poppin' Fresh said, "Anyone a 76ers fan?" Crickets.
And then
nobody even acknowledged that he asked. They're like, no. I mean, what would no? Obviously,
I'm a Tobias Harris fan.
Yeah, you're a Tyrese Maxey fan too.
Yeah, less so, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's no Tobias, but you like him.
Nah.
Poppin' Fresh, Jaren Jackson or Shaq. Jedi Fett said I wish I was 6'4" at 44. No, I mean, that was pretty good. That's 4 spins, right? put a banana in your ear. That's a throwback reference that I understand. I
Oh.
don't know if Casey gets it.
No, but I can imagine it just means what it means. You know,
It's
I don't know that there's another meaning to it. I think he's
No,
prompting
I mean
you to
it's
put a banana in your ear. I don't know.
you're not familiar with Charlie the Unicorn?
Oh, does he put a banana in his ear?
There's a whole song called "Stick a Banana in Your Ear."
No, I'm
Stick a ripe
sad to
banana,
say.
stick a ripe banana right into your favorite ear. Do you have a
Favorite
favorite ear?
ear? Hmm.
I never thought about my favorite ear until I heard that song. I was like, which one
Man.
would I put it in?
I'm sad to say I don't have a favorite ear. I don't think
I mean, think about it a little bit. You'll figure it out in time.
I have.
Yeah,
Favorites
not
for
right now. You
different
don't have to think
things.
about it right now. It's no
I'm just saying
pressure.
I already know the answers. I have favorites for different things.
You got a favorite to put an AirPod in.
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
another favorite to
For not having an AirPod.
so I think we got 4 spins. Let's see who's still here, still around.
While you're talking about spins, potentially making a wheel here, want to let you guys know something that I came up with last night. John greenlit it. He's cool with it. He's down with it. We're going to effectively on the Friday show let 2 of our winners, rather than let them being spin winners, we're going to have
Spinners.
contests. We have a contest going. Comment contest. Funniest comment contest on our 2 new channels. If you guys haven't heard, we have 2 new channels launched. Triple Cross Football. This is on YouTube, by the way. Triple Cross Football and Triple Cross Basketball. 2 new channels. They get uploaded with just kind of the funniest highlights, the clips from our longer form stuff like this. So, if you ever miss an episode, of course, we want you to go back and watch the full episode if you're so inclined. But you got to at least see the cliff notes. Go check out those clips on Triple Cross Football and Triple Cross Basketball YouTube channels. And for this week, up until Friday, you have a chance to get a free victory, a free $25 gift card to DAP Sports by having the funniest comment on either of those 2 channels. We're going to pick a winner from both. Any of the videos, doesn't matter what video you comment on. There's not that many on either of them yet. They're new channels. The funniest comment from each channel, that person will win $25 to DAP Sports. So you could potentially win 50. There's not that many comments on them yet. Last I checked, last I checked was right after I said it, and only 1 person did it immediately. So still might only be 1. I don't know. Go check it out.
Pop and Fresh just earned you guys another spin, so we got 5 spins here. Pop and Fresh said 2 new channels in year 21. I don't know how many times in year 21 is going to work, but it's still got mileage.
Yeah. No, we're going to beat all the mileage out of it. 100%.
Yeah. In year 21, we're going to beat that mileage right out of it.
Well, wait. It only has to last a year.
Yeah, I don't know if you can beat all the mileage out of it in
a year, in just a year's time. Yeah, because then year 22 has to have more mileage on it because it's crazier.
Right. Yeah, in year 22.
This might just be an endless spiral. That
it's an endless Poppin gets a extra spot or an extra spin every week with this. All right, there we go. That's the wheel, kids.
Hell yeah!
I think
love wheels. It's my favorite.
Speaking of wheels, I think I actually might have to jump. So you might wait. Can you take over here? I don't know. If
I can't take over the wheel that you have there, but we could just spin them. We don't have to do extra spots today.
All right. You guys got extra spins instead of extra spots. So we're just going to spin this mother ucka out. And then I got to go. All right. You ready? Is anybody not on it? Is anybody not on it? Going once. Going twice. Spin 1.
Yep, you do. Spin number 1, $25 to DAP Sports. Going to
Amberly Tate.
Come on down.
Email triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com to claim your gift card. Next one. This is number 2.
You spin my hair right round when you go down, when you go
Adam. Jedi, you are on there. Adam. triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. Number 3.
$25 to DAP Sports. Going to Adam's rival, none other than Romy.
That's number 3. Romy, you know what to do. Number 4.
The Dirty Rome, as we call him on the
Rome.
streets.
Jedi. Oh, so close. It's a heartbreaker.
Keela Mack asserting herself. with a win streak. John, you missed the last episode. We only
She
did
got a
two
win, huh?
spins. We only did 2 spins. She got both of them.
Dang,
And there were
that's a
two
hit.
there were 2 people each with 3 spots on the wheel and
And
probably
she
10
just
other people.
sniped it, huh? She sniped
it twice.
All right, Keela Mac, triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. Let Megan know you won again. Last one, right? Is that number 3? That was number 4. That was number 4.
I mean,
we
you
had
can't ask the
Amber-
chat that one.
Adam-
They're always going to be like, that was number
We
1.
got listen, we got Amberly, Adam, Romy, and Keela. Last one.
4. No, that was 4 then. Oh,
Yeah,
they got
last
a lot.
one.
They got a buzzer beating spin. I forgot from Poppin. Number 5.
Oh, I thought it was gonna.
$25.
Hey, Poppin with the
It's-
buzzer
it's-
beater.
It's only right. He earned
Only
it.
right. He got it.
Really,
Good job, Poppin.
He gutted that one out. Earned himself $25 to Dap Sports right there. I want $25 to Dap Sports.
Rose just showed up. Rose, you missed it. This was the episode. It's okay, Rose. Obviously, we get you next time. Adam, Poppin' Fresh asked if we're going to football right now. We're not going to football right now. I gotta jump. I gotta go. I gotta take the kids. My wife's going out of town, so we are.
Is that some
out.
new like euphemism for you had to take a poop? Gotta
Yeah.
take the
I had to
kids.
meet a
My wife
man
going out of
about a
town.
horse, and take my kids because my wife's going out of town. Like, that's how you know it's a serious one.
If you're listening on YouTube, please like and subscribe to our channel and check out our new channels, Triple Cross Football and Triple Cross Basketball. Who cares? We don't have Triple Cross Baseball. I'm sorry to the baseball fans. That was an accidental flub. If you're listening on audio platforms like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please rate and review our podcast. We would really appreciate a 5-star rating and any kind of nice review you could give us. Definitely helps us out quite a bit. And also make sure you join us on Playback. If you're only listening or watching on YouTube, you can get in on all this live action, this wild party you've been hearing about, and win yourself some sports memorabilia. If you do show up, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for being here, John.
Thank you, man.
I missed you on the last episode.
I love you, man.
I love you too,
Bye,
man.